guys, how are you doing?
All good. Summer is coming.
Yes, summer is coming, and yeah, the new album is finally on its way, so really excited for that.
Yeah. So let's talk about this new upcoming album, your debut album. What can you tell about it?
Well, it's kind of a sci-fi themed theme album once again, and same Vanguardian style. We do anything we want, and we put it on the record and make the best of it. So.
Do you want to add something?
Yeah, well, what can I say? Of course, we took kind of a different direction in a way after the trip to Astia Studios, which that really had a huge influence on us. And yeah, it's really kind of rock and roll based in a way that we compose the songs in our rehearsal space mostly. Of course, Mikko had some demos done at his home and so on, but once we got together at the rehearsal place, the songs really took a new direction most of the time, and we actually spent quite a lot of time to get all the arrangements working. And but yeah, it's full of twists and turns.
Yeah, and I would like to add that we really, in a way, it was nice doing this album because there was no hurry at all. In a way, we had all our own space where to do things we wanted to, and took the time we needed to get everything right and to finally be like completely satisfied. And I think like sci-fi based, but also like the underlying theme also, in my opinion, is also about what it means to be a human, kind of thing. And then it's nice to see that all of the songs that ended up to the album are kind of reflection of the time that they were written. Like at least for me, I can certainly like pinpoint certain points in my life where I thought like, okay, this is, and I remember those times what were going on at the time when that song was recorded. So a lot of, I don't know, a lot of personal stuff in a way for me.
Yeah, it's a nice contrast with like with the human elements. We like to be as ourselves as we can, and don't add like computers and stuff. But the theme with the lyrics and stuff is like not human, so it's a nice contrast.
Okay. What is to be a human? In your opinion, that's dumb question.
Well, being a human, you're a biological creature, thinking, you have a conscience, and well, yeah, sometimes when you think about it, it's not that different from like AI, which is weird. So the album kind of ponders around that theme also. What does it really mean?
Yeah, and I would say that it's well, to be human is to be imperfectly perfect. So I think especially during the recording process, we really kind of embraced that, you know. So we didn't, like Markus already told, that we didn't use any computers to fix our playing, or you know, to make something artificial out of us that we cannot produce ourselves. So we really put so much focus and intention that, hey, let's keep this kind of harsh and real sound that we can make, and not go with modern standards, so to say.
And for me, I think what it means to be a human, like hell if I know, I'm just trying to figure it out through these songs in a way, like what's going on, what does it mean, you know? So I guess that's my 5 cents on that.
Yeah. So when we should expect the album release?
It's coming this fall. Yeah, that's the most we will say about it right now. But this fall.
Okay. And today you are playing here in Pori. You had previously last month a gig in Jyväskylä. Do you have any other gigs coming?
Yeah, we're playing Jyväskylä again next week, actually.
Yeah,
and,
that was a quick call.
Yeah.
And we answered.
Yes.
And then late summer, I think we had Tampere.
Yeah, we had Tampere
Tampere.
and then Jyväskylä again on September. But yeah, we're trying to get something for the November, December dates if possible. But we'll see. It's getting late.
Yeah, it's busy right now. So
But
we try our best to get as many gigs as we can.
mm.
Probably try to go like overseas.
Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And getting back to the album, because your previous EP were amazing. So, how do you think that the new album is going to be is going to be different or is similar to the EPs? What's your opinion on that?
I think it in some ways it will be similar, but it's different on this album that us three guys have composed most of the songs at the rehearsal space. When the last second EP was like there were songs ready already before the rehearsal space stuff.
Yeah, so they were pretty kind of complete demos pretty much that we just learned and made slight adjustments to it. So yeah, this time around is much more kind of spontaneous in a way and more violent.
Yeah, I
that's
think
true.
so too.
And you can definitely still tell it's a Vanguardian album for sure. Like the elements that were on the previous ones are also there, but this time I think that we really took the time to get all the nuances right in the rehearsal room while playing together. So that's gonna bring a different kind of vibe to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's wait to hear the whole work. You released so far 3 singles, and there is also a music video, at least not the typical lyric video that was also released, but Lost in an Endeavor. Am I pronouncing the word right? Because it's one of those words that my mind cannot concept.
Endeavor.
Yeah. I tried to release to pronounce it before, but yeah, I'm failing all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, but what can you tell about the music video? Why did you choose to do the music video in that way?
We just wanted to do it ourselves.
Yeah, there's no other explanation to it.
Yeah.
We just improvised something that, we took a look at Marcus's lyrics and thought that, maybe this kind of action would be cool. So we just tried anything. You know, we all like David Lynch and, great filmmakers and directors and stuff. So we wanted to kind of see what can we do ourselves that would be kind of artsy. But we didn't take it too seriously, which is kind of,
It was like kind of figuring out what's location, how do we do it. Then we were like, okay, let's do it there and maybe play with shadows or something, and then just see what happens. And that's what came up, in our deluded minds or whatever.
Yeah. It's really a budgeted version, so maybe if some record label would want to hook us up, then we could have a better looking music videos. But
It's not bad.
I've seen worse.
No, but what did you use? Did you use because? Yeah, I want to understand how did you do, because you do yourself, you said. So did you use the camera and then did you use a program to do the edits? What?
yeah,
Ow!
Yeah,
Ow!
the one behind the camera and behind the editing.
We use
stool,
the camera and then we use a spotlight with different kind of variations for effects like lightning or broken light bulbs or stuff like that, and then just film around in a specific location where we were like, okay, let's do it here, and then after that it was just basically cutting and editing with Final Cut Pro, and then that's it pretty much. Like nothing, like absolutely nothing fancy or anything like that. Very low key kind of.
Do you have any experience of doing a video and editing before?
Absolutely no.
So how was for you this new experience?
Yeah, it was a new experience, but something like this is the thing I think in the music industry anyway, that you have to also be a content creator and play around with cameras and all kinds of stuff besides the music. So it kind of like, if you want to learn how to do it, just like, I don't know, you have
Just
to
learn
start
to do it.
somewhere, you know. And that was
Yeah.
like basically, okay, let's try it. Let's try to make our own music video, and it probably looks like us. It's not probably the finest one out there, but at least we did it, and that's great. Like that's a start,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you can get better at it at time, and there, yeah.
And content creator stuff. It's for the bands. It's quite stressing, I think, because you are creating music, you are playing live, and you have also to do content for social media. So, what's your opinion of how much a musician should be up to do to create some content for social media and stuff like that?
I think I don't like the fact that it's like necessary, that there is no like other options. Basically, it's either you do it or you don't. So I don't like that fact. But creating, whether it's content or music or anything, it's always fun and nice. Just the fact that it's a necessity, I don't like that.
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
kind of a double-edged sword in a way, because of course it takes time off from making the actual music, but then again, you know, it has never been easier for bands to also to break out. You know, if you do lots of great content, you have great music and stuff. You know, you already have a really good product that you yourself you can promote. You don't need any labels or loan money from anywhere. You can just do it yourselves. But then again, when people's attention span is like 1 millisecond, it really doesn't. In a way, it doesn't matter that what you put out, as long as you put something out. You know, so it kind of takes away the kind of value of art in a way that you know, this intro riff doesn't doesn't bang. So yeah, it sucks. I'll skip to the next song or whatever. So it kind of especially in our case, because our music is not catered to this kind of fast food music, so it really takes or it needs for the listener to be really present in the moment and kind of appreciate the stuff and, you know, get into the music.
Yeah, and for me, the takeaway note is probably that you should do it if you like to do it, and if you like enjoy doing it. Like if you enjoy doing more music and less social media content, fine, do that. Like, and if you need to do some content, at least do it in a way that you, at some level, enjoy it. Like, what's the point of making social media content if you hate it all the time? Like, then do it in a way that is enjoyable for you.
Yeah.
So that I guess that's what we went with the music video stuff in a way. Like, let's do it this way and not take too much pressure on how to do it. Just do it in a way that's
Not stressing over,
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things.
Having fun doing it, it's
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
best thing. Yeah.
And that's what we really have had. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
In the rehearsal space and doing all the social media content and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
We're always just laughing our asses off that what's the kind of stupidest thing that we can do? Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
At some point, you delete your old Instagram post. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well, we kind of wanted a fresh start. It was actually my idea that what if we delete all the old stuff kind of and start the debut album cycle and start from scratch, you know. It wasn't that, we just wanted the fresh start, you know. Because it's the music is different and, you know, the vibe is kind of different, so yeah.
Yeah. It was just the first time that I saw a band or artist doing that. I saw singular people doing that, but never a band. So that's why I ask. Yeah. But it makes sense. Yeah, a new cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can scroll like who scrolls like
All the way through.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have everything archived, so if we want to post something from the past,
You
blast
can.
from the past, we can.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now that you are going to play, so how do you get ready before getting on the stage?
Well, I do some vocal drills, stretch out, and maybe have beer, 1 or 2 beers, and just hype myself up, and then I'm ready to go.
Yeah, for me it's kind of, yeah, it depends. On some days I really like to have like a really structured warm up, especially because the drumming, playing drums in this kind of extreme genre, it really takes a lot to be able to pull it off. But lately I've been actually playing a lot better when I don't really warm up that much. Just some stretching and maybe some push-ups and squats and get the blood flowing, and then I'm pretty much good to go. I'll know within the first 2 songs or whatever that okay, how am I feeling today, if it's a good or a bad day. But yeah, it goes how it goes.
Yeah.
And for me, some really basic and controlled exercises with left and right hand separately and together, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. Then I play a couple songs from the set list, and then usually just kind of get myself hyped up, but at the same time kind of refocus, like, because coming to a gig there's you have to carry all the equipment, and then there's sound check and everything, and I just want like a couple minutes just like ease before set.
Calm before the storm.
Yeah.
And when you are on the stage, what's going on in your head?
Nothing.
You go with the flow.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, same. Just enjoying the moment really, and trying to play my best. And yeah.
And for me, I don't really like. I don't think how I'm playing or how others are playing. Like specifically, I'm just like listening what they are doing and kind of enjoying the time spent on the stage. And like if you spot something that somebody did something differently, then the song goes, and then you kind of get this great moment. Like I noticed, like kind of this, not active thinking of anything, more like go with the flow kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the best thing, kind of, especially within our case, because we do not play to a click, even on records. When we record music, we always play without a click track, so it's always kind of dangerous. And lots of exciting things can happen and will happen during rehearsals and shows. So let's see how today goes as well. If there's any nasty surprises coming.
You're responsible.
Yeah.
We hold you responsible.
Get ready.
And the day after, how do you feel? How do you feel is the right question.
Well, usually I would like to do some more, like go to another gig, next gig. Usually good. If we've been up too late, then I feel a bit bad, but that depends.
Yeah, and especially when we're in Pori, each and every time when I went to Pori and stayed overnight, the next day has been quite terrible, actually. So I hope today is not going to repeat the same pattern, but then again, history tends to repeat itself. So we'll see. But usually after a gig, it's a great feeling.
Our drummer was missing last time we were in Pori.
Ow.
Yeah, we don't really know, but
No comments.
we got back home on time.
But we found him.
Yeah. That was the most important thing.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm usually like happy and content the next day. Like every time I get to play live, I feel like I get this huge amount of good feeling that lasts for a long time after that.
Yeah,
Like no matter how late you're gonna stay up or anything, still like several days later, I still have this.
So you have the endorphin up.
Yeah, yeah,
up
yeah.
Yeah,
For a
all
long
those
time.
pleasure chemicals are vibrating inside.
Yeah.
Share a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What gear do you use? I don't remember if I asked last time, so I'm asking now. Anyway.
Well, I have like couple of microphones, but yeah, a
But you are the singer, so
Yeah.
we know that you say I have a microphone. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, I use Pearl drums. Then I really dig Aquarian drum heads and Amedia cymbals. Thank you, Jaska Jackshop. And then hold on. Yeah, Charge copy the pedals. I really dig them. They're really the most durable pedals ever. Like I have had them for 13 years or something. And, I've only changed a couple of springs, and yeah, I really like reliable gear, and I think I kind of have found my own style and sound through the equipment that I use. But yeah.
And for me, I use for live purposes, I use Kemper profiling head, and then I have EVH 4x12 cabinet, and a 7-string Ibanez Iceman, which I've been using now for I would say year and a half, pretty much, something like that. Yeah, yeah. But been an Ibanez guy for a long time when it comes to guitars.
Yeah. There is any for you to maybe you can think something else in the meanwhile why I am asking this question. So there is any gear that you would like to own, but it's still like a dream?
Oh my. Well, there are some really good and rare drums, especially like snare drums, which are super expensive and very rarity to get. But yeah, some kind of a reserved snare drum would be really cool. I don't know. I haven't really thought about anything else, but a drummer can never have too many snare drums, so let's go with that.
Yeah, and for me, I guess like we record our albums in a rehearsal or studio room, and we have like real cabinets and a bunch of pedals, and like really like to mess around with different sounds and different characteristics when it comes to different kind of gear. Like even though you would have the same kind of pedal, they might sound a bit different. So it's kind of like this. I just want to own more amplifiers and more guitar pedals and like try out, but nothing specific at this point. Just like when something comes up and I like maybe listen to it or Google it more, and then I go like, oh god damn, I want that. Like it kind of depends. Nothing specific, but like to hoard some gear to the studio, especially where you can just try out different kind of things and different kind of gear. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to add something?
Well, I would like to have a car, maybe. Yeah, like a big car.
Yeah. A tour bus.
No, maybe. Bigger the better. Yeah.
What car is the dream car then?
Chevy van. Yeah.
Nice one. Let's get back to music. Well, car can also be part of music,
Of course.
Yeah. Car is metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You can sleep on the car if you lose your house or something, and
Yeah.
it keeps you alive.
Yeah. Drive around the freedom.
But what have you been listening lately?
A lot of different stuff. Like I like to collect vinyl records, so I go to the flea market and I pick every kind of music. But metal thing. What was the band that Absolute Elsewhere? Wait a second. Well,
Blood Incantation.
oh, Blood Incantation. Yeah, I went to see them in Helsinki, and it was really good. I like that. Yes.
What would I pick? I'm so busy with session gigs at the moment, so I've had to really kind of listen to music that is work related in a way. So I haven't really had the time to just listen to and enjoy music. But who would I throw under the bus here? Well, I gotta mention I finally got to see Toto last February, and that was really, once again, those once in a lifetime moments where you just look at all your kind of idols on stage doing their thing, and it's just so magical. You know, it's ridiculous how good of musicians they all are. So yeah, probably after that I listened to Toto like for throughout whole of March. But yeah, let's go with Toto.
Yeah.
For me, I don't have as many vinyls as Make has, but some, and then I like to return to some classic albums every once in a while and try to listen different stuff from there also, like anything. Well, lately I just went back to Kate Bush again, and then I listened to some Toto of course too, and then of course some metal albums. Actually Death Human Level was the last vinyl I listened to.
Yes.
Yeah. And but I guess all kinds of stuff. Now I've actually tried to listen more like new bands that are coming up and try to figure out what's going on there. But yeah, I would say that a wide array of music at this point.
Nice. So there is any other things that we can expect from Vanguardian for the next future?
Well, more music, more live shows, and maybe some interesting content on social media. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to add.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Nothing to add. That pretty much sums it up.
We are at the end of this interview. Thank you so much for your time. Would you like to say something to your fans and people that are watching this?
Keep on rocking!
Exactly. But hey, yeah, probably when this interview is coming out, then we will have released our 4th single. So go check it out, and yeah, follow us on social media, and yeah, the new album is coming. So catch you later.
Yeah, and on my behalf, new music, more gigs. Stay tuned. We're back.
Yeah. Thank you!